Hey guys, my name is Sid, and this is my oral history project. So today I'll be introducing you guys to my grandma, Constancia de Luna Guerrero. But first, a little background of my grandma. She was born on April 12, 1938, in a small town called Pasukin, located in Ilocos Norte, Philippines. She dreamt of becoming a nurse in elementary school, as she completed that dream by becoming a nurse working in the city, then coming to America to continue her work as a nurse. After the interview and hearing her own story, my grandma had many life stories, but one story that engaged me the most was her love story. It all started in 1962, where my grandma fell in love with my grandpa. Being from the same town, they were well known amongst each other, which made it easier to fall in love. As my grandma said, love at first sight. Both of my grandparents were together for 2 years before getting married on September 27, 1964. A few years later, she went back to school to earn her master's degree in public health. I found that very inspiring because of the fact that she wanted to continue to pursue her master's while being a mother. Same goes with my grandpa. She said, once I finished with my master's, grandpa also wanted to go back to school to earn his master's. That's where I learned that my family comes from a line of hard workers. Fast forward to 1989, my grandparents reached their 25th anniversary, and their life in America had just begun. It all started with my grandpa and dad. She said that they came to America because your grandpa's brother petitioned them to first come to America, and we followed after. It was 1986 when both my grandparents retired from their respective jobs in the Philippines so that they could come to America. My grandma said, your grandpa and dad work 24/7 to earn enough money so that we'll be able to live when your Nana and I arrive in America. 8 months later, my grandma and aunt arrived in the Philippines where they would start their new lives. In 1989, my grandparents decided to go back to the Philippines to celebrate their 25th anniversary while remembering their times they had together. Coming back from the Philippines, my grandparents, dad, and aunt finally settled down in the home that I currently live in right now. My grandma told me that this house we live in right now is what we worked for when we came to America. I guess you could say this was the American dream they had in mind. As I was about to conclude the interview, I asked my grandma a question that became the theme of this paper. What is love in your eyes? She said, of course, being with your grandpa. But becoming a mother, then a grandmother, showed me what love can really be. She told me, the day you were all born, I couldn't have been happier. My grandma's love for her grandchildren was there for us since the beginning. Finally, the 50th anniversary of my grandparents. She told me, the day we had my anniversary with your grandpa, it reminded me all the amazing times I had. It was almost like we were getting married again back in '64. That was the day I got to witness what 50 years of marriage was like.